This is a video response to a question I got about Mountain House food products. The question was asked, do they sufficiently fill you up and give you enough energy? Now I'm going to answer this in several different parts. The first one is, yeah, they filled me up. There's three of them. It was I think it was a chicken teriyaki with rice, beef mac, and one of the breakfast meals, the granola, blueberry. I couldn't eat the whole package. Now I'm going to throw out a really quick disclaimer for the rest of this information. And it's getting a little warm out, so I'm going to undo the coat here. I'm not a nutritionist, nor I don't claim to be one. I don't know all the information there is about food and how your body works. So what I'm going to be talking to you about is on my personal experience and what I know what I need. Okay, going with that. Your food, I'm going to do this a couple segments. The food, you got your proteins, carbs, fat, sodium, fiber. Okay, we're going to throw all those to the side and we're going to talk about carbs and protein. Now carbs, what that is basically your sugar products that gives you a boost of energy. Now for instance, you take a Mountain Dew or an orange soda and you mix them together and you slam 32 ounces of it. And for about a half hour you're bouncing around like a little pinball. That's what carbs are. Now protein, what it does is slows down the release of the carbs. That way it makes your energy last a little bit longer. Now with saying that, on most of the Mountain House products, and I think I have some with me, excuse me, I'm going to go grab it out of the pack. Ah, yes I do, I actually do. They have a protein. It shows you how much protein is in each one of the packs right there. That's going to tell you how long your carbs are going to last. Now we're going to throw out a couple of my rating scale. You've got idle, which means you're not really doing any activity at all. You're just going to eat and maybe go over and do some fishing. You've got low, and then medium, and then high activity. Your low activity is you're just going to walk around and kind of break the camp down and store things away. And your medium and your high activity is going to be you're going to go do a major hike or a bike ride. Now, with saying this, I found with your breakfast products, the eggs and I think it was the granola, that on a low activity or an idle, I really didn't need much to supplement it. I could get through, until my next meal, which would be lunch. Now, with medium to high activity, I found that after about 2 to 3 hours, depending on what I was doing, backpacking or bike riding, I had to boost my energy level up. So, and when I do this, I carry around a couple snacks with me, and I'll show them to you. My body mostly needs a carb boost, and I'll show you why here in a minute. I usually carry like little packages of trail mix. Some of them, have more protein than the carbs. Now for a good carb boost, I like to carry just basic breakfast bars. And of course, I carry crackers around for more of a pure carb. Now I had a protein bar, but kind of ate that a little while ago, so sorry about that. Okay, now, I'm saying that, like I said, with some of the lunch, now we're going to lunch. Now, Mountain House doesn't really make a lunch meal entree, so I usually eat a dinner entree. With doing that, I found with the low to medium, I can usually go probably about, I want to say 2 to 3 hours before I have to refuel. Okay, now if I'm doing a high activity, like I'm doing some serious backpacking, going up and down hills, I found that after about 2 hours I have to refuel. Now with the dinner product, like I said, the lunch and the dinner is not really much difference. But when I get to the campsite and I eat dinner, and if I'm doing an idle, like after I got the tent set up, everything packed away, I really didn't have to eat until the next day. Now with the low, the same thing with the low, I'd probably snack about 4 or 5 hours later. And I really don't do any high activity around dinner time because, you know, you just got done hiking, you didn't want to start bouncing around all over the place. Now, the reason I know about energy levels and fueling up is I really have not much of a choice, and I'll show you why real quick. Because when I'm out in the trail, if I get in trouble, I'm in big trouble. That's why I really pay attention to my energy level, and that's why I'm talking about carbs and the proteins. Now, there's a lot of stuff you can talk about, like sodium, fat, calories. There's one other I can't think of right offhand. That doesn't really bother me. Now, this might be totally different with you, but like I said, this is what affects to me, because I got to really watch my energy levels. Now, within saying that, well, I got a lot of information, I just don't know how to get it out there all at once. When saying that, with the Mountain House products, I haven't really had any problems with them. What I would personally probably do is go out and buy some of them and eat one and go out for like a small 3-mile, 2-mile hike, or go out and do, you know, like a bike ride or something like that, and then judge on how you feel. You'll know when you're running out of energy. You feel down, kind of tired, and usually you can boost yourself right back within 15 minutes of eating a small carb bar. Now, I find after eating lunch, if I am doing a serious hike, you know, it's hot out or extreme weather conditions, and I'm using a lot of energy and calories, I find that I'll have to eat, probably refuel or recharge myself every about 2 hours after eating a meal. Now, I kind of hope this answers your question. Like I said, just go out and you know, buy the product and go see how you feel. Now, I'm going to throw a couple side notes out there real quick. Something I just thought about while I was sitting here. First one is, don't drink carbonated beverages when you're out hiking or biking. Your body needs the water to rehydrate your muscles, and the carbonation doesn't do that. 2, you can eat chocolate, but don't eat a whole bunch. Don't count on it for your carb boost, because it's going to bounce you up real fast like the Mountain Dew and orange soda, and you'll have a sugar crash, and you're like tired afterwards. It's not, you know, that's not going to do it. And 3, like I said, just go out, buy the products, and see if you like. I mean, eat them before you actually go out on your hike or your camping trip or biking trip, because you're going to get out on the trail and you're going to open one up and go, I don't like this. It doesn't taste very good. So in closing, that was a really great question, by the way. I don't know why I didn't include that in my videos. I didn't think about it. So I really appreciate you asking for that, and I hope this answers your questions. If you have any more, feel free to email me, and I'll see what I can do for you. And once again, always, thanks for watching.